I've been doing a lot of thinking lately about our thoughts and the impact they have on our life. I wanted to talk about three principles that will help you with your thoughts so they can help you improve your life. The first principle is about our attitude. Now, our attitude is something we just decide uh, based on the circumstances around it. But often, my attitude is not decided by me, it's decided by someone else. I wake up, I have a great day, I'm having good breakfast and work out, and then I go somewhere and someone is having a bad attitude and I take their bad attitude on. Or some circumstances aren't perfect and I go and I get let those circumstances take my attitude down. So it's important to know that our attitude is something we can choose. We often let our attitude be something that someone else chooses. Now, I like to choose what to eat and what to wear and where to go on vacation and what I'm going to buy at the grocery store. I also want to choose my attitude. If I let somebody else decide what I wear and where I go on vacation and what I buy at the grocery store, that would be silly. So again, our attitude is something we can choose. Let it be something that you do choose versus somebody else. Now, it's even better, besides knowing that you can choose your attitude, to decide I will choose my attitude. If I find myself down or um, judgmental or anxious or frustrated, if I understand that that is up to me and that I can change in a moment, I can change my attitude simply by my thoughts. My thoughts can change my attitude about a circumstance or a situation or a person, what's going on, what is right in front of me. Besides knowing I can do it, I want to be in the position where I will do it. I will take that step of responsibility over my attitude so that I have a good one. And the third is if we decide, okay, I know I can and I will do it, we decide if we come up with a habit of, I do decide my attitude. It's just a belief. I decide my attitude. My spouse doesn't choose my attitude. My kids don't. My boss doesn't. The drivers on the road don't choose my attitude. I choose my attitude. When we're at that level and we realize these just simply come from my thoughts, it's just something I am deciding or allowing someone else to decide. When I get to the point where I say, no, I decide my attitude, I do. Then our attitude is working for us and our thoughts have created that. Principle number one, I do choose my attitude. The second principle about thoughts is that our thoughts either work for us or they work against us. So let's say I have something difficult come up in my life. What do I think about that difficulty? Let's say it's a difficult project at work. What am I thinking about that? Am I thinking, I don't know if I can do this. This kind of looks too hard. And I've never done this before. And I don't think I have the capabilities to do this. And I don't even know if there are solutions. Am I thinking all of that, or am I thinking, okay, we got a problem. I've got team members to work on it with, or I'm capable myself. There I have resources available. I'm going to ask about my time frame so when I can get it done so I know that. And so in this difficult work thing, do I think this difficulty can be overcome, or do I think that it's just beyond me? Similar to a challenge, if I'm up against a challenge, a time crunch, or I guess maybe I can use marathon running. What a challenge to run 26.2 miles. Most people will say, I can't do that. They think, I could never run a marathon. They think, well, that's ridiculous to run a marathon. Or they think, I don't have the strong enough legs. I'm not an athlete. Or you might think, I don't want to. Whatever. What do you think about the challenge? Or do you think, well, other people have done it. There are training programs out there. It might be a really good thing for me personally. Um, I could enlist the help of others. What do you think about that challenge and how you face it? It's your thoughts. And how about the unknown? Let's say things are very unknown right now. We're in the middle of COVID at this point. And think about the early stages of COVID. Oh boy, everything was very unknown then. Maybe that will get you in the mode of what about the unknown? What do you think about the unknown? Are you fearful because you don't know what's going on? Are you angry that you don't know what's going on? Are you excited that you don't know what's going on? Do you look at it as a prospect of something good could happen or some lessons could be learned? Or do you think of it as, oh, it's got to be bad. This has just got to be the worst. Well, I don't know what will come out of COVID. I do know for me personally, some good things have come out of this. I do have seen some difficult situations around me too, but it's all the unknown, something I can't control. What do I think about that? Often there are situations that we can't control, so we just turn and walk away. We want nothing to do with them because we're not in control. And that thinking will make you leave the situation and you will miss opportunity. I know you will miss opportunity. Even if you miss opportunity for difficulty and growth, you miss opportunity. So, what do you do with the unknown? Make sure your thoughts are working for you, not against you. They're all right here. When uncertainty comes up, when a challenge comes up, what do you think about it? Make sure those thoughts are working for you. And the third principle about thoughts is a mantra I came up with. I will carefully choose my thoughts to have a fulfilling life. I will carefully choose my thoughts to have a fulfilling life. You might say a successful life or a peaceful life, however you define your goal. I want a fulfilling life, so that's how I put that. So it all gets down to our thoughts. So we need to spend time thinking about them, thinking about your thoughts. First of all, we need to be aware of them. So many thoughts come and go, and we are not even aware of the impact they're having because we don't stop and think. We let them run wild, sort of like letting a little toddler run wild often. Both good and bad. I can tend to do that with the bad. I don't reel them into reality and become aware. I can let the bad thoughts take over. I just need to be aware of them. And I need to choose them. I can choose them. I do choose them. I choose my thoughts. Something might come in front of me or might happen, and I get to choose how I respond, what I think. There are infinite possibilities of ways to think about one situation. What will I choose to think? And am I careful with my thoughts? Am I letting toxic ruminations spin and spin and spin in my mind? Well, that has negative consequences for my body and my mind and my spirit. So I'm not being very careful if I let that happen. I would not let someone come into my house and start throwing paint all over the place or tracking mud all over the place. I'm more careful with my house. So we can also be careful with our thoughts. They are very, very powerful. Our thoughts have such a big impact. Use them wisely. Be well.